And just like you, I stand here with humility and practicing receptivity, yes, in order to receive revelations. It is not a secret that there's a lot of deception out there, and it's very easy to get lost in rabbit holes, right? And so what happens? We wait and wait and wait for change to happen. We wait and wait for our circumstances to change, and everything goes into stagnancy. Because the truth is that there are blueprints to this work. And so, once again, I choose to show up here with reverence for everyone's journey. All right. So before we start channeling messages, I heard the hangman. And the hangman is also known as the sage. Okay, the sage, the truth seeker, the alchemist, right? And I'm going to be sharing some questions that you could use if you feel guided to introspect in order to gain answers, all right? So first of all, have I been making the most of the experience I have gained so far on the path of spiritual awakening? Am I seeing all sides of the situation? Am I expressing compassion for myself and for others? Have I been impatient with life, impatient with myself and others? How is prudence helping to guide me towards making wise choices? Or do I act out of being impulsive? Do I have the tendency to make emotional decisions? What is my relationship with control? Do I take time during my day to go into a place of introspection, quiet, solitude, self-inquiry, in order to gain clear direction and also be clear about my intentions? Have I been focusing on the bigger picture, or have I been getting stuck on the little details in between? Do I find myself pursuing instant gratification, experiencing envy, jealousy, because I'm comparing myself and my life to others, my journey to others? Have I been isolating myself from the world, for the wrong reasons? So how comfortable are you showing up, right, in your humanness, right? Or are you hiding from responsibility, from interacting with the world? So this is about balancing, right? A balance act. We cannot just be hiding from the world. It's very easy to claim to be healed. And so what happens when we have to show up, right? And where have I been withdrawing or hiding from what needs to be done? So how do you feel about being proactive? Have you been studying? Do you practice discernment? Or how is the information that you have been reading or claiming to be true supporting your journey? Is there any manifestation, anything showing you that yes, what you're claiming to be true and the path the decisions you're making are the correct ones? This is not about good or bad or right or wrong. This is just about be curious about how you feel, what emotions, follow the emotions, go with the feeling. You know what I mean? Do you feel that you're moving forward, or do you feel stagnant? How are things confirming to you that, you have been making the correct choices? And if not, what needs to be reviewed? What needs to be changed? Okay? What needs to be addressed? Have you been seeking correction? Because remember, we're always we're always experiencing karmic energies. And so there's positive karma and there's negative karma. I mean, it's just what is, right? Okay, moving forward. Let's see. Okay, so first of all, we have the card of Taurus, the Hierophant. Here we are. Traditions. The physical body. How I take action. Do I feel grounded? Have I devoted myself to serve divinity? Have I made a spiritual commitment? Have I been following divine guided inspiration? How are the traditions, right, that you continue to follow coming from, social construct or, religious or family, how are they affecting your choices and your decisions and also your approach to this journey? Okay. The Hierophant is about studying, merging the spiritual into the physical. The Hierophant invites us to find balance. We must integrate the gifts of Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius. And so, what is your relationship with reciprocity, with the giving and receiving? Any attachments? What are your views about spirituality, religion? Let me see. Let me see what else comes from. This is about finding truth. Have you come into the realization that we are in the world of causation? Without the merging of the spiritual and the physical from a place of balance, we are then not seeing things 100% for what they are. So there needs to be a clearing, right? A removal of attachment, labels, ego identities. Taurus can be also very stubborn, right? Very, they seek safety. They can become very materialistic. And so we are being asked to review our relationship with our finances, with our physical body, our relationship with food, our relationship with traditions, our relationships with our belief systems. We must investigate what is ready to be released, because we might be still carrying consciously or unconsciously beliefs that are dragging our evolution. Where do you find safety? How do you feel about your self-worth? What is your relationship with sustainability, be it sustenance? Okay. We have works with Mars energy in Capricorn. Number 3. All about balance, you guys. Balance, balance, balance. So I want you to connect with these energies. So how are your current goals assisting you in the pursuit of knowledge? Have I been feeling or claiming to be superior in any kind of relationship? Or maybe in your understanding, right? Arrogance. What's your relationship with power? Are you power hungry? Do you have a desire for power? How have you been limiting your own growth? By thinking that you know it all, by claiming or clinging to information and just settling in your journey. How do you feel about your intuition? Have you been cultivating a healthy relationship with it? And also working through the purification, because we can have a degree of intuition. However, if we still acting from survival, if we still are attached to belief systems and we have not yet gone through the process of clearing the mental body, we still not see things for what they are. So this energy is literally asking us to put the work, right? How are you able to see how the microcosm affect the macrocosm? Are you inspiring change? Are you empowering people? How are you empowering people? How do you feel about receiving advice from others? Are you open to receive help, to receive guidance once again, or are you clinging to what you know and rejecting others' points of view? Okay? Here we have bottom of the deck. We have the Hermit, literally. So we have the Hermit and the Hierophant. And then we have Capricorn, right? How do you approach your life? How do you feel about discipline, commitment, structure? What do you value? This is healing the masculine energy. This is healing our relationship with our masculine. How comfortable are you with being seen? I keep hearing the word arrogance. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? Ooh, the universe, another major arcana. The universe got your back. And here we have the four fixed signs again. This is about gaining a balanced approach to life and to everything that we do. This is a message of the universe got your back. Honor the period to where you at. The Hermit, right, visits the underworld in order to gain answers. And so are you honoring the stages of the spiritual alchemy with the Hierophant here? Right? There are stages. Are you aware of where you at? How do you feel about where you at on your journey? How comfortable are you with challenging your belief systems, with the things that you believe to be true? Are you clinging to labels and information that make you feel good? However, you might be guided to sit with that and just investigate, go deeper, because the Hierophant studies, the Hermit studies, and the universe is guiding. This is about not your will, however, thy will. As long as you support divinity, nature, and you follow the evolution of your soul, the universe got your back. However, when we're going against nature, we are only calling in resistance, because if we resist the changes that we're being asked to do, to make, then you just have to keep going the lessons, right? So you repeat cycles. The cycles repeat. The cycles repeat. This is an energy of balancing masculine and feminine. There's a lot about healing the masculine, though. How do you feel about protecting your divine feminine? We have the energy of failure. And it's number 7. Saturn. Lessons. What had the universe been revealing to you? Have you been embracing the changes? What had been revealed to you about relationships? How comfortable are you with the metamorphosis that you're going through? Are you open and receptive, or are you resisting? Where are you being guided to go? What are you being guided to study, to expand? What kind of new skills are you being guided to learn? How are you investing on your journey, on your path? Have you commit? The Hierophant is about spiritual understanding, as above, so below. Have you become aware, once again, that every action have a consequence? How comfortable do you feel with being the leader of your life? I want you to think about the shadow aspects of Leo, right? Leo can be arrogant. It wants to seek validation and approval. We talk about Aquarius, once that's also very rigid, very fanatic of their own beliefs and their ways. Taurus, stubbornness, attachment, manipulation. Capricorn is wounded masculine, chasing, forcing, overworking, overdoing, difficulty with expressing their emotions or feeling. With the hermit, any kind of martyrdom, any kind of belief, creating self-sacrifice. Where are you overextending, overgiving? Scorpio, where are you being hypocrite, secretive, right? Secrets. Where are you holding on to shame? And then we have the star, another major arcana. Balance, balancing masculine and feminine, giving and receiving, water and fire. The elements, water and earth. The star is about, and the Hierophant can invite us to become altruistic. How comfortable are you with giving? Venus, the divine feminine. How do you nurture your dreams, your goals, yourself, your relationships? It's Aquarius energy. Yeah. Communities coming together, share values, reciprocity within collaborations. Is there any fear of failure? How are past situations where you have experienced pain, losses, betrayals are affecting your relationships? What are you ready to sacrifice in order to move forward? Are you ready to adopt a new belief system that provides support, empowers you into the manifestation of the work? Have you been sitting with investigating your unconscious in order to gain answers about any imbalances, the way you see yourself, the way you see others, the world? Once again, do you have a correct view? How comfortable are you with surrendering and allowing the universe to be your guide? Do you practice humility to then receive others and to hear them and to receive what they have to say. Oppression. Saturn, once again, healing the wounded masculine. The feminine is calling in the masculine into action to protect. However, we must reevaluate our relationship with life, our relationship with relationships, our belief systems, find whether there's any attachments, stubbornness, arrogance. Where are we self-sacrificial? How are we rejecting, nurturing the intellect, putting the work, commitment? What is your relationship with discipline? Are you open to collaborate with others? What are your values? Sustainability, caring for the physical vessel, self-value, protecting what you're being guided to manifest through the above. Are you respecting divine laws? How do you feel about the people in your life? That's it. Anything else? I think that was beautiful. I think I'm just gonna leave it here. Like I said, my readings are very different. My readings are about the necessary work. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm not here to tell you promises. Because if we are not doing the work, if we are not putting the efforts, if we're not seeking the correct information, if you are not devoted to the work, you can stay in one stage. And so my intentions are that you get clarity. May you be blessed on your journey. Thank you so much. Namaste and blessings. Please don't forget